Good morning and welcome to my channel. If this is your first time here, my name is Kalita Miller and I am the creative director and owner for Worship with Flags. We would love for you to be a part of the community by hitting that subscribe button and turning on post notifications. So today we're doing something a little different. I'm going to be sharing with you over the next 5 days a daily devotional that has helped me tremendously in the recent months with everything that's going on, and just staying focused and just remembering to always worship God, right? So today I just wanted to talk a little bit. It's going to be a quick video just talking about worshiping face down, right? So we know that worshiping face down is a physical posture, right? But it is also a spiritual position that we must live in and day out. A reoccurrent submission of his kingship, and then face down is the total surrender and helplessness, right? So being face down, we're vulnerable, right? Being face down, we have no protection. So it goes into like the human realm. When you think about in the world, being face down is the ultimate vulnerability and danger, right? When we are face down, you cannot fight or even defend yourself. When you are face down on the ground, there's no escaping. So as our human nature, being face down in the world is that vulnerability. You can't protect yourself. You're just stuck, right? But we're talking about being face down before God. It is quite another matter, because being face down before God is the most secure place to be. So let's just process that, because I went over this devotion over and over again, and just the difference between the way the world is and the way the world sees things and the way God is. How we can go from, in the human world, being face down is being in danger, not being able to protect yourself, being vulnerable, not being able to escape, like you're just stuck. Think about it, being down on the ground and just being face down. You can't move, you can't do anything. But then on the flip side, being face down before God is it's totally different. Like being face down before God is that total ultimate protection. It's like night and day, like literally. Like you don't have to worry about, oh, what's going on around me, Being face down before the Lord, you are protected, you are covered, you are guided. It is total submission. Like it is just being secure. It's a secure place. And I know there's so many different ways to worship, but we have gotten away from that worshiping face down. We don't see it enough. We don't do it enough. And this like devotional was just like a great, like this day one was like the perfect one, like worshiping face down, because that's where it starts, being face down on your face for the Lord, So it was just nice to see how, like, not seeing it how the world is, but seeing it how God sees it, right? And you're protected and you're secure. So worshiping can only be fueled by revelation. True revelation of God brings us into a place of reverent awe of Him and an understanding of who He is and who we are in the light of who He is. So worship shows us that, okay, who we are in God, right? This is our way of worshiping. This worshiping God shows who He is in our life. It brings forth, like it comes out, like when they say people worship, and you can see who God is in their life. You can see how their relationship with God is, right? Like worshiping can show a lot. So it shows our light of who He is. So when we worship God, we must reverence Him in a revelation of how mighty He is and how insignificant we are. So this is a daily reminder. This is a daily prayer that I do all the time before I worship. Even, at an event or at church, my prayer is always, Lord, remove me, that all that they see is You. Like, this is not about me. This is all to give You glory. This is all to show who You are. So that is something that I always pray. And I used to tell my dance instructor all the time that I never want to lose that butterfly stomach. I never want to lose that nervousness, because that nervousness before I minister is knowing that it's not me, it's all God, and just wanted to be the daughter and produce what it is that he wants to release, right? That is not like I'm going out there, okay, I got this, because it's not about me. So I never want to lose that feeling. You know, people say, oh, you shouldn't be nervous anymore. It's not that kind of nervous. It's that pit in your stomach, like, Lord, I just want to make you proud. Like, Father, I just want to be able to translate what it is that you're trying to say. You know, so I always pray that prayer before I step foot, you know, in preparation to minister. So just always remember that we are displaying how mighty he is and how insignificant that we are. Like, we are nothing without him. So I want to read Leviticus 9:24, and it's in the NIV version, and it says, fire came out from the presence of the Lord and consumed a burnt offering and the fat offerings and the fat portions of the altar. And when all of the people saw it, they shouted for joy and fell face down. The revelation of God, and it fell face down. That's the end of the scripture. So just think about it, like falling face down, like there's no other way to be. Like, sometimes you just gotta fall out and be face down before the Lord. So this quote I wanted to read is, that I pray that you can hold on to throughout the week, is, the revelation of God is the fuel for the fire in our worship. So I want to leave you with that the revelation of God is the fuel for the fire of our worship. We need God's fuel for the fire that burns in us to be able to pour out the worship. So, like I said, these are going to be very short devotionals. I pray that they bless you, and because they have blessed me, and when things bless me, I just be like, Lord, I just want to share it with other people. So just continue to be blessed, continue to worship him, continue to keep pushing forward. I know some days it's hard, you know, we all have hard days, but just push, because when those days get tough, you know that breakthrough and that time is so close, so close. And just pray, Lord Father, just keep me until then. All right, so God bless you. I will see you here tomorrow for day 2. God bless.